store candy one could purchase with a career choice. Honorable, well-meaning, and brave, maybe, but not hero. Heroes are made of sterner stuff, make greater sacrifices, fight in the face of impossible odds. You do not know me. I heard you speak, your black eye covered inadequately with makeup, bruises marring your arms like island chains, exhaustion leaking into your voice like pollution. Your story so horrific, it took me days to wrap my head around it. You fight a thankless war. You are given a teaspoon to bail out the Titanic and still you shovel. It must be hard to make a dent in a $32 billion market with 2.4 million victims at any given time. Human trafficking is far too pretty a name to give to horror. To give to repeated rape of children, to give to families stripped of hope, to give to kidnappers willing to chop their victims into pieces to hide their crimes. I can't imagine how you deal with the heartbreak. Do you see victims when you close your eyes? Do you still see the eyes of the woman you had to return to her country to be executed for a blood debt for the crime of being a slave? Do you wonder about the 4-year-old boy who was kidnapped and returned to the family in pieces by the cartel to convince that girl to return home? Do you think about the morbid loneliness of the man who for 18 years was held prisoner in the middle of nowhere, beaten for infractions out of his control, fed on canned foods, kept from outside contact to tend a rich rancher's livestock outside of Park City? I heard the hopelessness in your voice when you spoke. How easy it must look to you when the property seized in a raid can sit in an evidence room waiting for a trial, when the evidence is a kilo of coke instead of a person, one so broken they do not want to stay here. Wait for our legal system to make them recount the atrocities committed against them while their family back home is threatened or killed. Do you ever wonder why we work so hard to stop the trafficking of drugs and can barely manage a task force for the trafficking of people? I do. Days before you presented at that conference, you went home to find 3 men in your home who beat you as a warning shot over the bow. That was not the first time your life had been in danger, and because you choose to keep soldiering on, it will not be the last. You fight a thankless war. You liberate people too damaged to feel gratitude and too terrorized to help you prosecute. You fight with not enough resources to make a dent in this endless supply of wicked slavery, yet you continue. I do not hand out the label of hero to just anyone, not even to the brave and selfless. To me, hero is a term reserved for a select few. But for you, Gina, that word feels so damn inadequate.